We're getting ready to go. We can sit up over here by Daddy.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to the Weiser Railroad and the Torch Lake locomotive. For your safety, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Parents with small children, make certain your children keep their hands, arms, feet, legs, and especially their heads inside the train at all times. Also, please avoid eating, smoking, or drinking anything except water while on the train. The small red building is the oldest American-made house in Greenfield Village. The Clinton House from Sudbury, Massachusetts, built in 1642. Home to Mr. and Mrs. Clinton and their 7 children, and it's not much bigger than a modern 2-car garage. And the Ferris windmill from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, also from the early 1600s, believed to be the oldest windmill in the United States. And the Daggett farmhouse from northeast Connecticut, built in 1760. The Daggett farmhouse also predates the American Revolution. The locomotive pulling our train today is the historic Torch Lake. We believe that the Torch Lake is the oldest scheduled running locomotive in the United States. The Torch Lake was built in 1873 by the Mason Locomotive Works in Taunton, Massachusetts. The Torch Lake was used in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan to haul copper ore from the Calumet and Hecla mine to Dollar Bay near Lake Superior. Next, we're going over the river and through the woods into the newest district of Greenfield Village, the Rouge River Oxbow District, largest ongoing wetland restoration project in southeast Michigan. Since we began restoring the wetlands, all the birds and all the wild animals that lived in here a long time ago are all coming back home. We have a whole herd of white-tailed deer back in here now. One of them's a real nice big old 8-pointer buck. If there's any deer hunters on the train, well, too bad. We have fox, raccoons, possums, skunks, a wily old coyote. Haven't seen the roadrunner yet, though. And several times this year, we've had confirmed sightings of American bald eagles back here in Greenfield Village. Haven't seen any wolverines yet either, but I've been told the city of Ann Arbor is just full of them. We are now entering the wetland area. Looking around, you can see some of the hiking and nature trails we have in here now. We have an access road, a 14-acre island. We're planning a campground with canoe facilities for the scouts and the youth groups. A lot of work has to be done in here yet. We will probably not be finished with everything for several more years. The small tent coming up on the right-hand side is the campground of the United States Forestry Service Ranger. Greenfield Village has its own deputized forest rangers now, patrolling the Oxbow on horseback. In the early 1900s, the rangers of the United States Forestry Service patrolled the public lands, protecting against illegal mining, illegal lumbering, and poaching. At the bottom of the hill on the left is the Rouge River Oxbow, which has been reconnected to the Rouge and flows into the Rouge River just in back of us here at the bridge near Michigan Avenue. The open space coming up is Walnut Grove and Activities Field, and the baseball playing park for our two historical old-time baseball teams, the Nationals and the Ladidas, who play here on weekends during the summer. Our baseball teams will be playing at 1:30 this afternoon using 1867 Massachusetts baseball rules. In other words, no gloves. In the 1860s, the baseball glove had not been invented yet. They had to catch that ball in their bare hands. Ladidas in red and white, Nationals in blue and white. Looks like there's a couple of them down there warming up. The yellow buildings coming up are the campus buildings of the Henry Ford Academy, a fully accredited four-year charter high school, grades 9 through 12. We had about 450 students enrolled here this past academic year. The students were all selected by lottery from all over Wayne County, and it is free, all 4 years. What a great deal. The train cars coming up have been rebuilt and joined in the middle. They're now being used as the classrooms for the seniors of the Henry Ford Academy. Every year, the Henry Ford Academy has a high school completion and senior graduation rate of over 90%. The body of water on the left is the Suwannee Lagoon, part of a series of catch basins for excess storm runoff and flood control in Greenfield Village. Now coming up next at the end of the lagoon, a couple of fantastic restaurants. The green building is the Taste of History, a cafeteria-style restaurant. The big white building next to it is the Eagle Tavern, originally built in 1831 in Clinton, Michigan. The Eagle Tavern used to be a stagecoach stop on the main road between Detroit and Chicago. Inside the Eagle Tavern, you can get a full course, sit-down meal, served by a waiting staff dressed in historic period clothing. Taste of History Cafeteria and Eagle Tavern on the left, open for business at 11 a.m., which is just about 20 minutes from now. Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at the Smith Creek Train Depot on the north side of Greenfield Village. Please remain seated until the train stops. I'll tell you when the air brake is set and it's safe to stand up. At this station, those of you leaving us may exit on the left-hand side. Left-hand side only, please. That's where the train platform is at. Exit only to your left. Ladies and gentlemen, it's safe to exit. Thank you for riding with us. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be here 4 minutes before returning to the Firestone train station back up at the main gate.